Hey guys, it's Dadders here from Vance and Dadders. Today we're doing a little bit of work out in the yard. It's been a long time coming. I'm going to replace a railroad tie wall with a block wall, just a retaining wall. And I wanted to show you what I did last year and give you a little insight on what I'm going to be doing this year. So I'm going to turn this camera around here. There you go. You can see last year I put this one in when we had the pool installed. And it's quite a few blocks, probably over like 500 of them, but not too hard to put in, just takes a lot of time. So I'm going to be showing you step by step how to do that, how to dig the trench, how to put the gravel in, how to stack and level the blocks, and how to get everything in there nice and square, that way it looks good. As you can see, it looks pretty good. There's a couple of small spaces, small wobbles, but a wall this long looking that straight is pretty hard to achieve. So before we get started, we got to do some demo and tear out the old railroad tie. We're going to be working on this side down here by the house where the drop off is. So we'll be getting over there in a second. All right, well, stay with us. Hey guys, we're back down here on the lower part of the yard, and this is where the railroad tie retaining wall already is, and we're going to be taking it down. I've started a little bit of work, but I'm going to get you turned around, that way you can see exactly what we're looking at. You can see here there's quite a bit of rise in the grass and the dirt, and so we're going to be using a rototiller to help break that up, that way we can level it out. And you can see the wall's pretty long here. So we got a lot to get out, and over here you can see where I've started taking some of it out as it goes to the end there in the old staircase. But you can really see up top how much of a difference that makes between having a block wall and then the railroad tie. It just doesn't hold up as well, it just doesn't look as nice. So I'm going to try and find a good place to put the camera, that way we can get a little time lapse going and you guys can watch me tear out some of this. Some of the wall, some of the old railroad tie wall, I might just bury behind it because it's going to take years for it to break down, and I think it'll help keep the dirt back, probably help a little bit with drainage too. So we're going to get started and hope you enjoy. is some of you might be wondering why I'm using a reciprocating saw to cut through some of these railroad ties. And what it is the ones that are still solid all the way through are flat out just too heavy for me to pick up in one go. So if I break them up into, you know, halves or thirds or something, they're a lot easier to manage. And I'm just using a regular old demo blade on the reciprocating saw. This one's made by Craftsman. They're like $3 or $4 a piece, and I knew I'd be going through a lot of them doing this project, so I just kind of got some cheap ones. I'm sure they make better ones out there. If you got a good one that won't die every time it hits a nail, because that's what I'm worried about, let me know. Just hit me in the comments. Let me know what a good blade is. I do lots of projects. I go through lots of stuff, and sometimes I find that it's just a little bit more cost effective to go with a cheaper one that I know I'm going to throw away. So I'm gonna get back to it, and you'll probably see me cutting up a few more. All right. right, guys, that's day one. That's all of the demo. So we got all the railroad ties out, and tomorrow we're going to start lining everything up and get the rototiller out here and start moving some of this dirt. All right.